He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Now Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here comes Richard on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2 for in a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
He's got it! Complete! And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is simple.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this a very short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Chris Godwin.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Throwing now is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Brady. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
3rd down.
To throw, it's Brady. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
He was brought down by Malik.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This a 33-yard attempt.
A 33-yard.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
1st down, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, there's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Intercepted. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you into the game. If you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. His throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Mickens to return. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now Yes, welcome back, everybody. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. On second down and 4. Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 18.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for it in here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Carr now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr got his man. It's Williams.
Complete to Tyrell Williams.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
See, when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Tampa Bay.
On 1st down, Jones. And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 40 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. Brian has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
21-yard line.
Open down the middle of the field. The 40, 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Here comes Richard on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we got no shot to beat this team.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked on just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Brady going to throw here. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Tonight's final score, Buccaneers 64, Raiders 27.